Acid rocker. Acid rocker. Acid rocker. Acid, 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 acid. Acid rocker. Acid. 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 Acid rocker. Acid rocker. Acid, 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 acid. Acid rocker. Acid rocker.
Hello, everybody here. Hey guys. New day, more work. Who's ready? I'm always ready. I'm having too much fun just driving ACC casually right now. Yeah, I'm learning cars. I'm seeing how competitive I can be, but in all honesty, I'm actually having fun just purely driving ACC. I think this is the most enjoyment I've had since last year. Like last year was brutal. This year, not so much. I'm pacing myself out. I don't feel any burnout. I'm faster than I've ever been before. Yeah, I don't think there's many complaints I can have. Wait. Oh, wait, no, this is working. The mic is just really far away. I'm a dumbass. Leave me alone. Don't. Hey. Oh well. So yeah, some more work in ACC today. We're dealing with the M4 and the Reiter today, and then we're off to Kyalami with the Ferrari and the Lamborghini. Funnily enough, the two cars I'm actually looking at driving, I want to see what I'm most comfortable with, most consistent with, in all honesty. Which I'm honestly thinking of just going the Ferrari because the Ferrari just feels great. It's just a bit sketchy over curbs, but at least it's decently quick in corners. It's decently quick in straights. Should do me pretty well. And plus, I'm very used to the turbo lag, so it's okay. Turbo lag is nothing for me. Alright, I need to move my chair out of the way. Okay. We are ready to go. Let's get in game. Let's begin the hard work, shall we? Alright, M4, we're going with the blue M4 today. You'll see me use all the color spectrum of the M4 as we go through all this testing period, but today we're going to run the blue one. Because I like the blue one. Oh yes, that's right. I require Delta open. Alright, race fast. So what are we looking at? 4 and 4. Okay. 60 liters. I'm going to bring brake bias up to about 55.1. I think suspension's going to be a bit soft for this, but we'll try. See what we can make of it. M4 and I usually get along pretty well, regardless of what track I'm driving it on. So shouldn't be too hard to drive this car at the limit. My arms are pretty dead though. So I may end up playing something else that's not like super arm heavy. Because you guys need to realize one thing. I work a lot with my arms. And cycling home, I use a lot of my... Most of the riding comes from my legs. But my riding style is just so heavy on my body that I kind of just stride through it. I'm very physical, but I'm not like a fighter, I'm not aggressive, I'm not anything. It's just I use very high force feedback. I'm at like 60% in game. But I have that. I just like having a heavier wheel. Pretty much. Like having... I like having a heavier wheel with a long travel brake. But I like to have the brake, like, weigh something while having long travel. BMW feels really smooth through here. I was a bit wide. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. My ear just started randomly ringing. I have it happen once in a while. The BMW just feels so well planted through here. It feels so smooth. It's like butter driving this car. Like, look at it. This is probably the most comfortable I've ever been driving a car so far at Silverstone. It snaps here or there, like there. But it just feels so smooth. Okay. That was just me being dumb. Me turning in too early. Braking too much. Just feels so natural on this track. It's stupid. It's just butter. I've always wondered why I've never used the BMW in Elite before. Because Vantage is love, Vantage is life. I don't know. I like driving the BMW. It feels comfortable. It feels great. But here's what I will say. People call the Aston Martin boring. because it does nothing. Me, I find the Aston Martin entertaining to drive. It's just a car that wants to be pushed to the limit. The Aston. You want to push it to the limit no matter what. That's just pretty much how you want to drive the Aston. You want to push it to the limit, no matter what. That's how I feel driving it. It's a car that likes to be pushed. But the BMW, I will say, the BMW feels boring. Like, this car is just so well planted. It basically does nothing to really put you on edge. Granted, neither does the Aston, but the Aston has the insane torque once you get the turbos going. And it does like to be a bit tail happy if you're too aggressive on the throttle, which I really like. Here it's similar, but the car just doesn't have feeling. In my eyes, the car wants to be driven aggressively, but doesn't feel like you can really push as hard to the limit as you can with the Aston. That's like my honest opinion. At least to me. The Aston is a car that you can pin it to the limit and it'll stick. Like 95% of the time. This, I feel like it wants to stick, but for some reason it just won't let you. I don't know. That's how it feels to me, the BMW. So to me, the BMW feels a bit bland, pretty much. It feels boring because you can't send it as hard like I can with the Aston. Like, I can send it, no doubt. That's what I'm doing here. Like, I'm using my Aston lines, the car wants to brake, the car wants to rotate perfectly just how it does in the Aston. But there's like no real character in this thing other than, oh, you get on throttle too early, I'm going to try and kill you. The Aston's the same way. I guess the problem is I'm just so polarized to the Aston and how it is that even driving a car that's similar to it is just like boring. Because the BMW is very similar, in my opinion, with how it drives. Very, very similar. See here, look at the consistency I'm getting. Like, I can use the same brake markers. I can use the same brake markers, I can use the same turn-in points, the same exit points, everything. And the car just does the same thing. Only difference is that I need to be a bit more careful on throttle. It's kind of like how the Bentley used to drive. The Bentley used to be this exact same way where you had to be super careful with where you place the car. and how early you got on throttle. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Like in the Bentley, you had to be really careful with how you placed the car, how aggressive you were on throttle. They're very similar. I think that's why I get along with the M4 so well. Is because it's kind of like what the Bentley used to be. Like, that's pretty much all I have to say about the M4 is that okay, that was just a mistake. I am gonna count these laps though. Like, the BMW is the BMW. I just feel comfortable driving it regardless. It's literally the old it's literally the old Bentley. Just with better BOP. That's all it is. A Bentley with better BOP. That's the M4. At least to me. With how it drives. Some people struggle with it. I think I'm going to stop here. There's no point in testing the BMW further. So this is going to be like a high 59. It does feel sluggish through here. The BOP has not been friendly to the M4. But, like, there's nothing to test. It just feels normal. That's literally all it feels like. It's just normal. It's just a normal front-engine GT3 car. That's literally what the Aston is. It's just a normal front-engine GT3 car. Well planted, good on throttle, decent mid-corner, great exit, but struggles in corner entry. It's just the typical front engine. That's all it is. It's nothing special. Yes, don't get me wrong, it's stable, it's fast, it's so well planted, but it's just nothing out of the ordinary. It's just like every other front engine car, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks, because once again, I like driving front engine cars. They have been my bread and butter for pretty much the past 3 years that I've competed. This is my 3rd official year in ACC in esports for sim racing, and it just feels like the average front engine. I consider the Aston Martin the average because it's been the benchmark for beginners and for pros to this very day, and it just feels like it just has better BOP and less turbo lag. That's the only difference. It has better power in general. So 159.923 is what we're looking at. Oh, I have Team Discord up. I need to get out of that. Yeah. So BMW's out of picture. Let's get to the Reiter. So 159,923. And naturally, it feels 100% comfortable. What a surprise to nobody, in all honesty. It's just normal. It is one of the faster cars, and it generally is for me. The M4 is just a car that I can really push, but I can't quite push to the limit. The Aston I could just get away with so much. The M4, I can't really do that. Alright, Reiter time! Let's see what the brick of GT3 can do. Alright, setup wise. I don't want safe, I want aggressive. Let me do 18 rear wing. That's a heavy amount of rake. Jesus. G4, ABS 5. I'm gonna turn down the brake bias a bit. It doesn't look too bad. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I thought so. It was lopsided. Typical. I'm gonna do 0.5 for this car. 0.05. And then 0.01. And then I'll put up caster to 9.1. Dampers look okay. The curves aren't too bad here. I think I'm going to stiffen up front suspension a little bit. And then soften rear by a click. Alright. There's a lot of like crazy adjustment I can do with this car. It's one of the most adjustable GT3s in the entire game. You can just edit it to your heart's content. It's crazy. Now, much like the Porsche, this is a car you don't want to push to do what you want it to do. Just let it do its job, pretty much. That's pretty much what you want the Reiter to do, is just do what it has to do. Alright, Reiter. I think I'm going to turn down TC to 3. Probably going to turn down brake bias a little more. Oh! Wow! It did not want to turn. I think it's too much rake. I gotta set it to 70. How much was that? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna put it to 70. Oh fuck. I just died immediately. No regards for anything. Just instant death. It was just too much rake. Let's see if it'll want to do that again. God, there's no front end now. But the rear end just wants to go. Turn that down. Ride height's too high. Maybe it's the suspension that's just too low. Or too soft. TC2 and TC3, I find on the Reiter are really good. I don't know why. Yeah, I think that they just don't interfere much. They interfere right when you need it. Unless you're in like really slow corners like that. But when you're going into mid to high speed stuff, unlike other cars, it just doesn't interfere. I'm gonna try 4 again. Yeah, because this car has lower downforce, I can't take the speed I want. Even at max swing, it just has way lower downforce. Wide. The car stepped out temporarily. I don't know, the Reiter is always... Oh! No, the car's pitch sensitivity. I don't know, I'm not feeling very comfortable driving this. I'll try again. Yeah, car's too sensitive. Yeah, too much variability. That's what's killing me. Alright, let's go for one last run. In general, it needs setup work. My goal shouldn't be to go super fast. My goal should be to do 5 consistent laps. So let's try. The Reiter I know will need setup work. It's the Reiter. Just need to remember, just like the Porsche. Must have been brake snap. That's what it was. The brake snapped on me because of the shifting balance of the car. Yeah, I can feel the pitch sensitivity. It's very pitch sensitive here for some reason. No, that's all it is. It's pitch sensitive. Okay. We go again. Ugh. Too much understeer. Maybe it's a damper thing. It's not even a suspension or ride height thing. Maybe the dampers are just too soft. Come on, rotate. There we go. My neck is really stiff. Just on the limit. Again. God, the understeer is brutal. The car just hits that bump and it just pulls forward. Come on, you brick. Move. Just pulls there all of a sudden. Mid-engine power understeer. Gotta love it. Okay. Okay, 2. Oh! The car's just too sensitive. That was also my fault. But even then, I haven't had any of the cars react that way from taking that curb. Minus, I think, the Porsche? And the Honda? It's gonna be like a 2029. So, there's no way. Let me take the 5 good laps. The car just feels like shit. Two minute 03. Point. What? 080. Alright. Well, that's it. Now we will begin the new format testing I'll be doing, which is with all the cars I'm actually feeling comfortable with. And first of all, it is the Ferrari at same temp, same everything, Kyalami. But first off, let's cool off for a bit because my office is cooking before we begin. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Hi, já vieste por trás? Alright. Office is a little better now. Alright. Let's try the 296. Actually, before we do, let's review a lap of Kyalami, shall we? So, let's take my Aston Martin. And let's see if we can find... Alright, let's see this. Let's review the CDA before we go. This is very pixelated for some reason. Okay, let's pay attention to where he brakes. He brakes just before the 100. Gets down to first gear, nice and early. Alright, keeps it close, takes it nice and wide, avoids that curb, down to second. Where does he brake here? I want to pay attention to that. So he brakes right when he starts reaching the second, third dotted line on the left. Okay. Oh, he lifts, carries the speed around 170. Just before the curbing on the left, on the right. Gets on power early, uses the curb to rotate. Just as he reaches the curb on the right, he brakes. Lifts just as he hits that curb. Okay. So just as the curb appears, that's when I want to brake. Good. So he brakes just at the white line on the left, which is the 100-meter board. And then we'll take a look at how fast he's going through the corners. Oh, 100% commit. Just before the 50. So he brakes just before the curb for Cheetah, and then at the 50 for final corner. Okay. So let's take a look at what's his minimum speeds, and then we'll set our target. So turn 1, his minimum speed was 80. So our target will be at least 75 in this hairpin. That'll be at least the minimum target for us. So his minimum speed here, he's not even at the apex. It's 115. So he's not even at the apex, and he accelerates early. Basic picture Paul Ricard when we did the race, where I was starting to accelerate just before the end of the super long right-hander. So that's what we're looking at. So 115, I get a target 110. So he just lets the car roll, roll, roll. 170, he gets on power. But where does he get on power on this corner? I want to look. So just past that orange barrier on the left. Okay. Here, what's his minimum speed? 105, so we'll target 100. So target 165 and 100. His minimum speed here is 142, so I'd say 135. And then this lift. So he's holding 160, so that's what we'll have to hold. We could definitely hold on a lift around 160, so that's my target there. Minimum speed here should be about 70, if I remember right. Yep, so 70 is our minimum speed here. Okay. So what's our minimum speed here? It should be 70 again. No, 80. Well, it'll be about 75. Really 78. So lifts just when he reaches the curb. So he's at 159 there. So 155. The minimum speed here is 76, so 70. Okay, so now that we've viewed that, should make it a little bit easier for us to get the idea. Now, with the Ferrari, it has better brakes. So, shouldn't be too hard to realize that I should be braking a little bit earlier. Sorry, a little bit later. Oh, the understeer from the front tires. Ferrari just wants to rotate. I hit the curb there. So I have to remember, avoid the curbs at all costs. Oh? Didn't want to stop. Huh? I need to remember that's still a Ferrari. It doesn't really like curbs. Yeah, for some reason it's wanting to just pull forward. This is a bit weird. What is this behavior? This is so weird. The Ferrari is not handling like I expected it to. I expected a nice, easy to drive car, and all I'm feeling is something that just is so sensitive. It just doesn't want to turn. Just doesn't want to steer. I don't know if I'm carrying too much speed or not. I'm just missing. Apex after apex because the car just doesn't want to turn. Did I grind the tires? I maybe have already grained the tires. Alright, to full send it too hard. I think I'm just carrying too much speed. Car's just twitchy. Come on! When people say that the Ferrari's very hit or miss, they aren't kidding. Oh. My force feedback cut off for a second. I'm feeling liftoff over steer. That's what I'm feeling. So this car does suffer from liftoff over steer. It's just so subtle that you don't notice it. Okay. I'm understanding the Ferrari now. Okay. I'm slowly understanding the Ferrari now. That snap. That gets me every time. That's the one issue I have with the Ferrari. Which I know how to rectify it. Do I have time to fix it? Okay. I have time to fix it. So what was it again? Okay, I'm gonna search up my videos. I want to see when I did the Ferrari. That means that. Bruh. I accidentally hit the sausage. That was completely on me. If you look at that again, that was 100% on me. I full sent that corner too much. Okay. Where was it? Front rebound after rear. Okay. Let me try. I'm gonna try 15 and see if this works. Hello, kill shot. I kill shot. Okay, he just leaves. Great. Hello. Alright, let's see if this works. And not having so much fun with the Ferrari on Kyalami. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Yeah. Doesn't feel very good. It feels sensitive. I'm noticing that it actually has liftoff oversteer now on Kyalami, which is a bit worrying. Common thing that happens with mid-engine cars. Because of where the engine's placed, the balance of the car is... The shift of the balance of the car is a lot more extreme. So if you're not careful and you don't apply a bit of throttle to help to keep the car stabilized, it will literally have the rear end loop round on you. It's one of my most hated characteristics of mid-engine cars. It's why I don't drive them, typically. There's no way to fix it. It's literally picnic. It's literally picnic. Problem in chair, not in car. It's literally just me just not thriving to the characteristics of the car. Well, I did my setup tweaks from the last time, and I'm already noticing a bit of a difference. Car's a bit more stable now. It just wants to kill me at turn 3. I just need to ride it more through turn 3. Oh, there's just massive understeer for some reason. Goes from understeer to snap oversteer for some odd reason. I don't know why the hell the Ferrari just snapped like that, but okay. Ferrari hasn't been like that on the 2 tracks I've been testing. I was half expecting it to fucking kill me on Silverstone, and it never did. Only when I pushed it too hard. Yeah, it's the first time the tournament has ever been held in Asia, from what I've heard. It's always been held in North America or Europe, never Asia. And apparently some of the really big competitors from those regions are really pissed off that's in Asia. Because they can't go there. Oh, it's just the curbs. The curbs just... Ah, why the sudden understeer, man? He knows that it's in Japan. Problem is that he doesn't know where. Exactly. What's wrong, Killshot? I'm live, but nobody can hear. Why? Why? What? No, there's just so much understeer. It just has like no grip. I don't understand. What can I do different? There's just no front end. Which is... Okay. Well, I am testing a Lamborghini. I just want to get some actual representative lap times here. I'm hitting all my brake markers right. I'm carrying the speed that I should, and the car just doesn't rotate. It's like there's no rotation. Like, I don't know why there's no rotation. I don't understand what's going on. cannot turn. Hello, Ivano. I'm really struggling with the Ferrari right now. It just does not want to rotate. And we'll return back the dampers to normal. Turn! Oh my god, what is this car here? Fucking hell, it's so bad. What I felt from Donington and Silverstone, there's nothing here. Oh! I hit Cheetah. How much more time do I have? I should be on the Lamborghini at this point, but I'm gonna keep on trying. Okay, I'm gonna change this and add one of this. Maybe this will help. And maybe reduce diff by a click. Maybe lift a little. I'm supposed to, and I did. I lift at the right point and got on throttle, but the car just doesn't want to rotate. The problem that I'm feeling is just the Ferrari is not willing to rotate at all, like it did at Silverstone and Donington. I guess this is one of its more worst tracks by the looks of it. This is one of its hit or miss. Because that's literally what the Ferrari is. It's very hit or miss. I've never seen you struggle this much. I'm trying to push the car 100% and the car just doesn't want to cooperate with me. There's just no bite in the nose. And I don't want to change it because I'm feeling liftoff oversteer in turn 3. And I don't want to touch it to where I will have that liftoff oversteer just kill me. It's not what I want to do. But I might have to change the nose. I might have to make the front end a bit more pointy. Might have no choice. Because the car just doesn't move. There's no bite in the front end when I need bite. And there's too much rear end when I don't need. This feels a lot more stable now. It's not as twitchy in the rear, so maybe that's the tweaks that I needed to do. Keep the dampers the way that they were. Okay. Speak highly of the car and it just gives you a giant middle finger. Great. Come on, turn! There's literally no nose. There's literally no front end. There's just nothing. I don't think rake's going to be the solution because that's going to provoke more liftoff oversteer. That's the thing I don't want to do, is cause the liftoff oversteer to become uncontrollable. Because I am noticing a bit. I am noticing some liftoff oversteer going into turn 3 because of that off-camber corner. Oh, that stability is so much better. That diff change helped. It was perfect. Okay, the car's becoming more comfortable. I'm slowly realizing what I'm doing wrong. Now I understand. No! I was doing so well. I just turned in too early. That's the problem with Kyalami. But I'm now understanding what I'm doing wrong. I know exactly what's happening. My usual. Too much speed, and by doing so, overdriving the car. I'm trying to push too hard. Let the car do all the work, not me. Oh yeah, to get the rotation I design. Kyalami 10 speed track I struggle at anyways. Focus. Glad that laps are shorter here somewhat, so. The car doesn't like carrying excess speed. I've been wanting to learn for quite a while, funnily enough. It's just typical of me. Yeah. I know. You'll see me use like very aggressive levels of slip angle to the point where it scares normal people shitless. But that's just my driving style for you. It's very aggressive. I call it passive aggressive because I tend to wait, but when I have the chance to strike, oh, something else. There's that snap. It's always that corner. Oh, I invalidated it. Damn it. Oh, well, I take the laps that I did. I know I can do 41.9s easily. Promise keeping consistent on this track. Okay, let's see. So this is gonna be a 41.9 guaranteed. Guaranteed it's gonna be 41.9. Okay, let's do my calculation. 142 point what? 090 141.85 1.9 55 141.977 142.070. Yeah, 41.995. That is my average race pace here. So where's Kyalami? Ferrari now, after I did all those setup tweaks, it feels perfect. So I'm going to keep it. Because I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. So 995. Alright, do I have time for the Lambo? Let's see. Almost. Okay. Lambo Evo 2. I'm going to use the Railway Squadra Corse. Mirko Bortolotti. Okay. Alright. Rain 4. 60 liters. I'm gonna do 58. And we'll see what happens. All the Lambo setups have been near perfect for me. It's just a bit twitchy on exit as well, just like the Ferrari. So maybe it's just bump stop tweaks. The bump stops aren't too low. Alright, Lambo. I know it's going to excel here. I know that it's going to excel here 100%. Because it's just the downforce. Let's go. I like how he doesn't even say goodbye to me. Thanks. Huh? I have class every day. Only next week, Monday, I won't have class. Or work. Holiday. Civic holiday, to be exact. None, that's literally its name, is Civic Holiday. Everyone gets to stay home. Why? Knows all these. Why? All these mid-engine cars are just understeer galore to snap oversteer. I have the one perfect car, and it's the Aston. For me. I just want to test other cars to find out what I'm comfortable with for the team. Huh? These are the first two because I'm wanting to drive these two for this upcoming league. But if it's gonna be like this at one of the races where I shouldn't be struggling at, because it's a nice technical track, which I tend to be very good at technical circuits, then I don't know what else to say. Okay, that was on me, but T1 was so weird. I just touched the curb barely, which I used to rotate the car, and the car just all nearly killed me. That was very weird. I literally can't touch any of the curbs for some reason. I can't use anything. This is already a problem. I touch any curb, the car just wants to kill me. That's a problem in of itself already. Like, I can't even use it to help rotate the car, because the instant I touch it, the car over-rotates immediately. Just snap oversteer right away on some of the higher curbs. That's not good. You can see that. I can barely use anything. That's not good. Let me just try to avoid all curb and see what happens. Nope. Even avoiding all curb, the car still wants to kill me. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm literally so slow through half these corners and the cars just don't want to behave. I don't know. This is the first time where I'm actually stuck. I don't understand. I'm gonna stiffen up the front here and reduce ARB on the rear. Let me try that. I just don't get it. I'm so confused. I don't want TC7, dumbass. Let me try reducing fast bump all around, so I can try and take a bit more curb. I stiffened up the front. So we'll see what that does. I have 10 minutes to actually bang out some laps. But I'm genuinely stuck. Okay. It's just getting infuriating at this point.
high.
Ah! Okay. I think I'm gonna retest the Lamborghini and the Ferrari tomorrow. I'm gonna take some more time. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong because there's literally no pace and these cars are feeling awkward. See you later. I don't know what to say. I'm not happy. There's definitely more time in both the Ferrari and the Lambo. I just need to review what I'm doing wrong. Maybe when I have time, I'll probably do it. But it's time for class for me. Alright, guys. O que é peixe? Peixe com arroz e feijão. Thank you. Hey guys, I'm gonna end here. I'm sorry for today. I'm not happy with my driving. Luckily, because I'm only doing 8 cars, I have more time than normal. So tomorrow, we'll retest the Ferrari, we'll retest the Lamborghini, and we'll try again. Head held up high. I'm just gonna review what I'm doing wrong. And hopefully we come back tomorrow stronger. Have a good night, and I'm out of here. Ciao, guys.